Hey guys, welcome back to SEADOGS Can Fly. We're flying through this season onto episode 22. Last time we lost to Manchester City in the FA Cup 5th round 2-1. Really tight game. It wasn't really, was it? We got absolutely trounced in the end, but it was a tight result. Since then we've been on a little bit of a tough run. We beat Swindon 1-0, then beat Leyton Orient 3-0 and Colchester 2-0, but the goals were hard to come by. Then beat Cheltenham 2-1 away from home before a very tough game against Bolton, where Bowden scored this goal here, lovely little finish, but they were playing a narrow diamond formation and we struggled against it, to be honest. Every time they countered, they seemed to have a great opportunity on goal, and we conceded on the 84th minute and the 94th minute to end up losing the game. Not ideal preparation for the game against Peterborough, not to mention the fact that we've got Loshi out and Gordon out, both our right backs. I will have a look at the solution to that in just a second, but as for today's episode, it's going to be the EFL final against Peterborough. We're also going to be looking at my players of the season. Yeah, that's right, we're going to finish the season early because we have won the title, we are promoted, the season is done and dusted, so we may as well look at my players of the season. So let's roll the intro.
12 years in that division and they're out.
Right, first things first guys, if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe, click the bell button to get notified of new episodes when they go live, and give us a thumbs up if you do enjoy the episode. That would be much appreciated. Also jump in the comments, let me know what you think to the team, what you would do if you'd switch up things with the tactics, if you play certain players in different positions or train them differently. Always interested to know how everyone else would play the game as well. New signing, Lucas Delaney, or Delaney, not quite sure how you pronounce that. A little bit weak on the defensive side. He's got a 12 and an 8 there for positioning and tackling. His marking isn't fantastic, but it's stuff we can work on. I'm taking a big risk because I can't scout him with him being outside of my scouting zone, but I just love his general mix of attributes. He can jump, he can head, he's brave, determined, good with teamwork, hard worker, driven personality. He's no slouch when it comes to speed. Basically, my type of defender. Hopefully, he's got a bit of potential as well. How much have we paid? I hear you scream. 1.9 will be the total amount. It starts at 350k, rising to 1.9 million on instalments. You also know we've lost Fonseca to Brescia, unfortunately, but we do have other strikers that will be better than him anyway. Back to the Delaney deal. The reason I've done that, you may remember we sold Hurst for like 8.5 million. Well, we've had one of those instalments already come in because he's played enough for Everton. That's 1.5 million. So we've pretty much paid for that transfer as it is. I know it's a bit weird to go spending so much money in League 2, but the guy came up as part of my shortlist for my new gens, which I'll link to you how I look for new gens in the description. It's a really good way of doing it. You find some gems just like this kid. Anyway, enough blabbering about him. Let's have a look at a couple of other players we've got in as well. Steve Roberts, again, another new gen from Australia this time. He's out on loan at present, but he looks like he's got plenty of potential. Bit of a 5-star thing going on there, hopefully. He could be a false 9 for us. His passing's improving, he's got decent vision, good all-round game. Then at right back, we've brought in a couple of players. We've got John Bowman, who's played a few games for us, 3 now, and he's done okay. Got a lot of improving to do, but again, high potential player. Not the greatest personality, and another Aussie come in. We got both of those guys for about 4k, I think it was, due to them coming from Australia. And then the other right back we've managed to get is Ivan Etzabe. He comes in for absolutely naff all yet again. Another one with loads of potential. Only 16 years old. He isn't ready to play first team football, but I've got absolutely no choice. He's going to have to play against Peterborough. We'll have a quick look through my players for the season in just a second. One player, though, who has really impressed me is Matthew Wardle. I can see why teams are showing interest in him. His jumping reach is now 19. Strength's gone up to 13. He can tackle, he can mark, and his heading's half decent. He has the basis there to become one hell of a centre-back, and I'm not surprised that Premier League teams are trying to come after him. The other centre-back of note, of course, we've mentioned him before, is Yaffa. He's had a decent season, really good mentals. It's just that physical game of his with 11 jumping reach and 11 strength that I'm a little bit worried about going forward and long term. Warburton's actually started to develop, finally. Our left back, I was always worried that his determination was going to see him struggle, but if you have a look at the last 12 months, he's gone up 2 in his determination, so the mentoring groups worked. We said at the start of the season I wanted to bring in players who could up the overall mentality of my youngsters, and that seems to have worked. So while he's had a few attributes drop, on the whole he has done pretty well, including his technique going up, which is good because that'll help with him developing that dribbling and crossing, which we do need to improve. But he has been a mammoth player, getting 15 assists from 24 games. Season in, season out, he does this. Look at that. 11 assists, 18, 13, even 3 from 7 games when he first joined us as the class of 2020. Talking about the class of 2020, Rob Gale, he's done reasonably well as well. Really great to see those mentals and his physical games coming on nicely. We just need to get those technicals up now. He's had 12 assists and 4 goals for the season, so he has done really, really well. Saltella, another one from the class of 2020, just has been developing well as well since he's turned professional. We've now got until 2026. I've also got an extension after promotion of 3 years, so he ain't going nowhere, and I think he could be a really good false 9 for us long term. The other guy I'm quite excited about up front is Gary Bowden. He's not improved massively in the last month or so, but over the year he has done. If you look at his mentals, 14 vision, teamwork, 13 for off the ball, his flair's 17, determination and decisions are 15, composure 12. He's a really mature player, and he's got decent physicals that have real potential there. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we could have a pretty amazing second option in the false 9 role there. Can also do a job as an advanced forward. But enough blabbering, it's now time to make my decision for player of the season. And I think if you look at the goals, it's got to go to one guy, Ryan Williams. Lacour was very close second, but Ryan Williams with 36 from 38 starts has been sensational. He's got 2 in the FA Cup, a couple of big goals there. Lacour comes a close second. His attributes have been a bit up and down recently, so I think we're finally starting to see the full potential reached. May not be able to develop much more, but 17 goals and 9 assists at this level is really fantastic. And a future player I'm hoping to see on this list is Patrick Gut. He needs to develop those physicals. He's had 12 goals and 15 assists playing for Morpeth Town in the Northern Premier League. So we'll see how he develops and if he can develop into the tactic that I use. Right guys, that is the build-up. We're playing against Peterborough and I want to do a team talk. So let's have a quick look at what my options are for the team meeting. As I always say, it's better to have the players relaxed than riled up for a cup final, because 9 times out of 10 I find if you try and rile them up, it backfires. So I'm going to say that I'm proud of them, and while we obviously want to win it, there are no grand expectations. There we go. That's the attitude we all need to take. Excellent. Right, let's jump into this beauty, shall we? This will actually be our 8th trophy if we win it, adding to the Northern Premier, the National League North, the National League, League 2 titles we've just won, 3 FA trophies, so this would be the 8th. Our form is strong, Peterborough's is inconsistent. They're playing a 4-4-1-1, so it could be interesting with them packing out the midfield, although they don't have a DMC. So if they do go with that formation, that should play into our hands, because it means our false 9 will have space to work in. They finished 11th in League 1, so they've got Tony up front, ex-Newcastle striker. He looks like a cracking little player, doesn't he? So he's going to be the danger man, I reckon, if he is definitely playing. I've already said we've got that issue at right back. Zabe is going to definitely get tested. I don't think he's ready for this level of football, but the rest of the team is pretty strong. Zabe is also on 82 condition. That is not good. Right, well, we're going to have to watch that. That's going to be the weakness. I've stuck with Lacour on the right. He's been inconsistent, but he turned up massively in that Man City game, so I'm going to go with him. I'm trying Holm as the advanced playmaker. We didn't start him against Man City, but I've changed my mind. I want to see if we can maybe get those long shots working for us. Gale's a box-to-box midfielder. We've already looked at him, but he's got great speed, great physicals, and Ryan Williams up front. He's been banning form recently, and Jabels has not. He's really struggled the last couple of games, which is a little bit worrying considering he's on such a massive wage with us. Right, boys, let's do this. Quite a big feat, really, if we can do it, because we've already beaten the likes of Liverpool's under-23s. Always a team to come up against, especially at the start of the game. Not many people turned out at Wembley. Looks like quite a small attendance. We'll have to have a look at what that is at the end of the game. But Saltella wins the ball. Holm, advanced playmaker, can't work it to Dacuna. Wardle to Dacuna. Dacuna. Lacour. Oof, good save by the keeper. Looking motivated after demanding more. So come on, let's have a little grandstand finish to the first half and take in a 1-goal lead. There's only a few minutes left. Dacuna. What's he going to do? The man on loan, he's done that every time he's gone forward. Really, really is irritating. I wonder if I should maybe bring either Williams out on the left or Samba. I'm going to have a look at that at half time because Dacuna's been absolutely awful. Oh, God, just over the bar. Players have not turned up today at all. Not playing anywhere near like we can do. Holm hanging over the corner though. Can he get something? Oh, get in. Seydou Yaffa, 5th goal of the season from the corner. Callum Holm with yet another assist puts us in the lead. Right, we're on the 55th minute, boys, so I think it's time to tell them to get creative. And in just a second, I'm going to make my change. Zabe is going to be one of them because he looks shattered, and Tony almost scores a peach of a goal from the edge of the area. Right, Dacuna needs to come off because he's been terrible. I think we'll have Bowler on. I'm going to keep Lacour on. I'm actually going to have Williams off for Jabels. And as I said, Zabe should probably come off because he looks pretty shattered. And I'm going to bring Jarman on, who is not ideal on that side, but he's better than a young 16-year-old who is knackered because I forgot to take him off reserve team duty. Holm with the corner. Can we get our second from a set piece? No, we can't. Well cleared. And are they going to be in behind here? Antel. I know he's a new drink, so I was looking at signing him, but that was an awful shot. They're very much isolated when they do get the ball forward, so that's worked quite well in our favour. I think we're going to have to shout, demand more again. That seemed to work last time. Bollocks. Joe Walsh. 1-1 from the corner. They've not had a sniff all game. They've had 6 shots on target, but a lot of them have come from range. It's a tight affair, this one. Warburton with the long throw. Jabels off the bench, takes on his man, tries a shot, and that was absolute waste of time. Only 15 minutes left. It looks like this could be going to extra time unless someone can pull out something out of the hat from somewhere. Come on, Lacour. Tackled. I think he's going to be coming off next if we get the opportunity. Oh, he's in behind. God, good save by Tonti. That's been their game all day long. Hitters on the counter and use the space. Maddison hanging over the corner. He's good with set pieces. Swings one in. Header, good save by Tonti. We are living on the edge a little bit here, boys. We've been the better team, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't take your chances. Morris. Come on, Jarman. Well done. Well played there by Holm. Bowler. Out on the left wing. Jabels. Go on. The signing I was so excited about. Unfortunately, he has gone well and truly off the boil. We're going to have to see what happens at extra time here. We will get an extra substitution, and I think we're going to have to use it. Jabels threads the ball through to Saltello, scores. Get in. Get in. 7th goal of the season for Trond Martin Saltella. It's time to get negative. Right, let's go. Cautious. And I'm also going to tell the lads to hold their shape and to regroup. Whew, what a way to finish the game. Hopefully we can hold on now. We'll watch that replay back. Great assist from Willem Jabels. He's not had the greatest game since coming off the bench, but he worked that one. And Saltella, with his off-the-ball movement and vision, has done really well there. They've now gone 4-4-2, 2 up top, and it's probably going to be in vain. Warburton with the long throw. Saltella, Holm, have a crack. There we go. Game, set and match. We'll watch the celebrations. That's a double for the season, 8th trophy for the save already. We're only in season 4. We're going to be playing in League 1 next season against teams like Peterborough, so it's nice to see that we can get results here. going to be a tougher season, that's for definite. You've seen me take players of the season. We've lifted another trophy. I think this is the best possible way to end the season while you guys are watching. And we're going to come back with pre-season in League One. We're so close now, guys. 2 more promotions from the Promised Land. Whether we can get there in a few seasons, I don't know. It's going to be a tough ask, but I would love to get promotion again next season. We've certainly got the base of a squad, in my opinion, that could at least challenge for the playoffs. Just a few areas to strengthen, and with the new players that are coming in as well, I'm quite excited about next season. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks very much for watching. Jump in the comments, let us know what you think to the team, what you would do during pre-season, how you'd handle it going into League One, and what you think our chances actually are. Right, boys, thanks for watching. See you later.